Hello, hi Vamplifier, hi Flow on the Go, hi Kevin, hi Chris Ray. Okay, let me get to our thing here. Whew, it is, I don't know, it's not that hot. I have the door open. We had a thunderstorm before. My hair is like, it was getting so thick, because of these vitamins that I'm taking, but it's like the humidity is making it really starting to okay, so whoa. All right. There you go. Where is the live? Here we are. Okay. So, hi Elle, hi Ruff. So we have some crazy stories tonight. 2 children that escaped death from their father who tried to drown them at a Connecticut beach. So let's talk about this stuff. Oh, and we watched the Sherri Papini documentary, and I felt like that went on. Okay, I must say I saw the first episode. I think I started the second episode. I might have fallen asleep during the second episode. I felt like that was the longest documentary series I have ever seen, because every time I would wake up, it was still on. And then, let me tell you something. It went on to something else. Why do I have chocolate on my lips? Because I was just eating a piece of chocolate. Okay. But it went on to that I heard it about this Stephen disappearing. And at first I thought we were still in the Sherri Papini documentary. But then obviously we weren't in that documentary anymore, and we were in documentary about that. I know my name is Stephen or something like that, because I think that I in my like sleep I was like, oh, I think this is I know my name is Stephen or something, and it was. And I think there might have been a Lifetime movie about that, and there was like a red fire truck that had like nail polish or something under it, and the kid remembered that. I don't know if that's the same one, but I remember that movie too, where the kid remembered the little fire truck, and then it had the nail polish on the bottom. But it's the documentary last night was insane. But we're going to talk about that. But the husband was acting so sketchy. And that now I remember why. Everything he did was sketchy. There's so many tells when someone's lying. You know, people that lie. Okay, yes, and there are exceptions. Oh, I still see chocolate on my lips. It's driving me crazy. People that lie, and there are exceptions, but it's like they know they're telling a lie, so they come with a defense right away, and most normal people don't talk like that. So, you know, that's like a tell. So when he says he found her phone, and of course it was playing their wedding song on a loop, okay? And he said he saw it on the ground, and he took a picture of it before he picked it up. And then he took a picture of it with headphones and like her blonde hair in there. That was crazy. And then when he was being questioned by the police, it was like he was on freaking speed, okay? Like he was on massive doses of Adderall, because his leg was like up and down, like, and he never said anything like, you see these posed pictures where they're like so in love, but he never said like, oh my gosh, my wife. You know, when he was in the interrogation, he was acting like crazy. But he seemed different by the end, but I don't know. There's something very sus. And I admit I didn't probably see the very end, Kevin, because I was in and out of consciousness. It seemed like every time I came to, it was still on, and then it went into this Stephen thing. The live. Oh, they live in Reading, yes. Oh, it's just 10 miles. Okay. That's great. Do you know much about that case, Amplifier? Now I'm really making a mess of myself. The husband was whack. I think he was. At the start, he was very odd, but by the end, he was very different. But it could just be that he was coached to be different. I don't know. He said something like to the investigators, I don't know, my wife's hot. She's like the perfect person that somebody would kidnap. You can't get it to stop buffering, Amplifier? Oh no. Is it buffering for anybody else? And now she's with some older guy, Papini. Remember we showed you? And the older guy bought her a house or something. Well, I guess I'll have to watch the ending because I don't know. But let's talk about the other stuff, and we can always go back to talk about that. Maybe I'll even bring you on panel. Okay. Come on. So, again, you go out with the best intentions to have a great time with your kids, and something horrific happens. Well, a young boy died following a medical incident at a California water park Saturday. And this was the water park that was called Wild Rivers in Irvine. It was not a drowning. It was a medical incident, and he was transferred to Children's Hospital of Orange County. Our thoughts are with the family during this time, this difficult time. The Irvine police say they were called to the scene early in the day for medical aid. A juvenile was transported to the hospital and sadly passed away. It does not appear the incident is water-related. No further details about the child's age were made available. Wild Rivers operates as a water park in Orange County. They've been in operation from 1986 until 2011 on the site of the old Lyon County Safari, and then it reopened in a new location in 2022. Very sad. Prayers for the family. Wow. Okay, and then another really sad situation. But the situation is sad. It could have been a lot worse. But thankfully, Connecticut police intervened. So a New York man has been charged with intentionally trying to drown his 2 children Saturday morning on a Connecticut beach. West Haven police say that an officer on patrol at about 2:30 a.m. spotted an SUV parked on the beach, and they heard significant screaming from the water. As he approached the vehicle, he saw a man and 2 children in the water and began moving towards them. As the officer entered the water, the man drifted further away with the children and shouted to the officer to stay back. The officer demanded that the man, later identified as Romney Desromville of Queens, New York, was deliberately drowning his children and was out about 100 yards from the shore. Wow. More officers arrived along with West Shore firefighters and their fireboat. The initial officer got possession of the 2 children, and backup officers helped him bring them to shore. They performed CPR on the children. Oh, wow. And emergency personnel took them by ambulance to the hospital. The children remained in the ICU in the hospital later in the day. I hope they're okay. I really do, and hope that... Oh my gosh. Police did not provide the ages of the children. The father was 41. He was taken into custody. Charges are pending. What in the world? Wonder if he was going to drown himself as well. Probably another contentious custody battle. And again, people think murder is the answer, and to murder their own children. I mean, horrible. Let me see here. Yeah, see, clock is right on cue. All right, let's see what happened here. Responding officers immediately jumped into the water to reach the father and the children, who were about 100 yards offshore. West Shore Fire Chief Stephen Scaffariello became emotional, recounting the harrowing scene and its impact on the responders. And I quote, he said, "We all took this job to help people. To see a helpless child, it really hits home for all of us." Roughly 22 minutes passed between the time when the fire department received the call and when the children arrived at the hospital. The father is charged with 2 counts each of attempted homicide and risk of injury. Oh, listen to this. The children who are under 3 years old are at the Yale New Haven Children's Hospital in critical condition in the intensive care unit, but are improving. Well, thank God. It should show, hopefully they didn't lose, oxygen deprivation or anything like that. They're under 3 years old. Oh my gosh. And he was in the water with 2 babies. It's a miracle that they even... Oh my gosh. In the early AM, it was dark. Oh my gosh. Out in the ocean, 100 yards with 2 babies. That's horrible. West Haven Police Chief Joseph Perno told reporters at a press conference that the children's mother was in New York on Friday night, but arrived in New Haven by Saturday afternoon. The responding cops and firefighters have been given time off to recover physically and emotionally. 3 police officers were treated for minor injuries. The mayor of West Haven, Dorinda Borer, told reporters at a conference that the 2 officers who initially responded to the scene were the children's guardian angels. West Shore, okay, I got that one. Let me see. Horrible. I hope those kids are okay. Wow. Just okay, so let me go to our next story. So that was 1, 2. Now we're going to talk about the veterinarian's wife. Hold on a minute, my mouse is not wanting to cooperate. Okay, so this is the woman there. Wisconsin woman's trial date for allegedly repeatedly poisoning her 71-year-old husband has been set for July 29th. According to the Wisconsin Circuit Court records, Amanda Chapin, 51, 20 years his junior, pled no contest to first-degree reckless endangerment, endangering the safety of her veterinarian husband, Gary Chapin. Last week, the original charge of first-degree attempted homicide was downgraded in a plea deal with the Lafayette County District Attorney's Office. According to a criminal complaint, Amanda allegedly started spiking her husband's coffee with animal euthanasia drugs that she took from his veterinarian clinic just months after their March 2022 wedding. A few weeks before the alleged drugging, she had him amend the deed to his house to ensure that she would be the sole homeowner in the event of his death. Between July and August of 2022, the defendant reportedly poisoned her husband 3 times. The last attempt placed him in a 4-day coma. She waited 3 hours before calling 911 when she noticed he wouldn't wake up. Amanda Chapin allegedly accessed her husband's personal email account shortly after he lapsed into a coma, and she forwarded emails between Gary and his legal counsel as well as emails with his children to her address. Following his coma, his son filed a restraining order against the defendant, which prohibited her from contacting him. However, on September 1st of 2022, she purportedly violated the order by emailing Gary Chapin a suicide note. In the message, she denied accusations of poisoning her husband and claimed his children were attempting to destroy her. And I quote, she said, "The only thing I'm guilty of is loving you so much," she wrote in an email, and she really wrote so like that. In September of 2022, Gary Chapin filed for divorce a day after the defendant attempted suicide. She was subsequently taken by paramedics to the hospital where she recovered. The family felt the relationship was fairly stormy from the beginning, per the criminal complaint, and that he was just a sugar daddy for Amanda. If convicted, Amanda Chapin could face a maximum of 12 and a half years in a state correctional facility. Yikes. Okay. So, did we get to that? Okay. So now let's do the WordPress daily, and then we're going to, from there, I'll bring people on. I'll start a new Zoom, and if somebody wants to talk about Sherri Papini, you're welcome to talk about the Sherri Papini case. I've had like a draining day. I've just been feeling like drained. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the heat, the humidity, whatever. I think, and so many people are saying they feel the same way, just like a wet rag, you know, like just, I don't know, just drained. You want to talk about Sherri? Okay, I'll open it up as soon as we do the daily. Okay. Lion, okay. Okay, grin, gill. Hi, Nan Sullivan. How are you? How you doing? Oh, iron. Okay. Hi, Nan. Oh boy, we need 3 more. Come on, we gotta get this. What is it? Rail? Oh shoot. Rail and got that one. One more is girl. Yay, we did it. Okay. I'm going to open a new panel to let anybody come up and talk about the Sherri Papini documentary if you want to. Don't be nervous or scared. I'm coming right back. I'm going to kick them all out. They're all out. Invite. Copy invite. If anybody wants to call in, it's in the chat. Let me know. Doodly doo. Where is Slack attack? Whew. Okay. There we are, Sherri Papini people. Sherri Papini people. You can call in, you can call in. In the meantime, while we're waiting. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So,
Hello.
did you see the whole documentary?
Yes.
You made it through the whole thing?
The whole thing.
It seemed long, didn't it?
It was long.
Because I kept
But,
falling asleep and kept waking it up, and it was still on.
right, but I have to tell you something.
Okay.
If I watched that from the beginning, not
Right.
knowing the ending, I
Yeah.
would have been shocked at the end.
Really?
Yeah, maybe towards the end, but I would have never believed somebody would do that. It is so crazy.
Because I saw when he said he went into the hospital and he saw her scabs and.
Yeah, I would think who would do that to themselves and why?
Right, but she was
And
with she was with an old boyfriend, right?
yeah, but when did they find that out?
Well, a while after, not right away, because she kept it up that they had an investigation. But then, I don't know. You don't think the husband was really suspect in the
Oh,
beginning?
I thought he was so weird. I would have suspected him too.
Yeah, he was like really wacko.
I mean, I would have suspected him before I would have suspected her.
Yeah.
Like I was with Jack D. Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's how I would have felt about him. Because it totally seemed to fit that he did it.
Yeah, but he did do like. You don't think he was involved in any way? Because he acted weird. Like his wife
No.
is missing, and he's telling them how hot she is, and that she would be somebody would kidnap. He didn't seem crushed at all about
I
his
think
wife.
he's a buffoon, and I think he was just, it wasn't love, it was like more like,
But the way he said, like, I found her phone and I took a picture of it before I picked it up, and then he was talking about all the true crime stuff his wife watched, and I don't
I
know.
thought he was guilty. I thought he did it. I thought he took her
Yeah.
for most of it. And then like at
No,
the very
he
end.
just seems so crazy. I don't know.
I know.
I was like, there's something wrong with this guy. And he seemed like he was on speed.
Something.
Like his leg was shaking. He was like all amped up.
You could tell he was very obsessed with her. You could tell he was very possessive and jealous. And he was like a control freak. You could tell by his actions. I thought.
And they were saying he wanted a really old fashioned wife, but then he wanted her to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, but when she got out of the hospital,
Mhm.
did they show a lot of their life at that time?
They showed mostly the interviews
Right.
that they had. They spent a long time on the interview that they had with her where the husband was with her.
Right. Oh, yeah, but she insisted on that, right?
Yeah.
That he be with her. She didn't want to talk to them alone.
Every single time she talks to them, he was with her. So it was weird, but
How many people made it up to the end?
I did, Kevin did, you did.
And
I don't know.
and then they had that Steven thing come on. Something about
Yeah, that's a sad thing. That's when he gets kidnapped, right? As a little
and then then they find him again or something. I don't know.
Yeah. The happy ending, I guess.
Yeah.
But that other story was very unique because, I mean, have you ever heard of something like that happening?
Well,
Maybe
it's
once.
not really like that. I mean, didn't she brand herself too or something?
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She took a branding iron and branded Exodus on her back.
Ugh. Crazy. But does it say why she did this?
She wanted to be with her boyfriend.
But she really wanted to be with him, but then why'd she go back?
And why did she care so much if the husband left her? Like, she was, like, freaking out that he was going to leave her.
Yeah, and now she's with another guy, but did she
How could anyone marry her after she did that?
I don't know. Did she say? And her own sister was saying, like, didn't her sister say she was manipulative?
Yeah, something like that. Sister kind of turned on her.
Yeah.
Put your parents in that position, your elderly parents. You know, it's bad enough your husband, your children.
And now she only gets supervised visitation, right? One.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's got the full custody.
There's something off with him too. But to do that to your family, to be with your boyfriend, I mean, who would do that?
But did she stay with? She didn't stay with him, right? The boyfriend. So she did all that for like 3. Was it only like 3 weeks?
3 weeks exactly, I think.
Huh. And here comes Kevin. Here comes Kevin. He's gonna weigh in.
Kevin will weigh in.
Hello.
Okay, we can't tell you because it'll ruin it.
Hello, Kevin.
We're damn lucky he got rid of her.
Really?
Because you don't even know what she was trying to pull with the kids, and we can't say.
Oh wait, I think I did. Wait! I did. I think I did wake up at something. Hold on, let me just think if I can think about it.
I don't remember this part.
Just think if she had not got caught, what could have possibly happened to these kids?
Right. She would have had custody still.
No, there was a proven fact, though, if you remember.
Trying to remember. I remember hearing something, but I can't.
We can't tell. It'll ruin the documentary.
And that's all there is, right? Those 3 episodes?
I think so.
But they're incredibly long.
He started to find out things she might have been doing to the kids.
It's on Hulu, guys. It's on Hulu. And it's called The Perfect Wife.
It's a really good documentary. It's 3 parts.
And I forget where I watched the movie about it prior to this.
I think it's probably Lifetime or something, maybe.
This is a new documentary that just come out the 20th that we looked at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know if she's allowed to be around her kids yet.
No, she has supervised visits only.
What's that tell you?
Not good.
There's something wrong
They
with
don't
them.
trust her.
Who just came in?
Margot.
I don't see her. Oh, there she is.
Should we throw her out?
No,
Oh, okay.
I didn't see her.
But yeah, I don't know. It's very, very crazy.
Something might have happened. Something might have happened to the kids if things hadn't changed.
I remember
Hi,
hearing.
Margot.
Hi, I have to come in so I can give Sharon the numbers because she saw the whole documentary.
Just
I
think,
didn't.
of
I
there
fell
being,
asleep.
just think of there being the possibility that she could have been making her kids sick.
I fell asleep, so I have to
Oh, that's right. Now I
watch
think
it.
I remember something.
They complained of being sick, and she had them snorting bags
I
of
remember the alcohol, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I did hear that part.
So there could have been a lot more to that situation.
That was weird with the rubbing alcohol.
He seemed like a complete whatever in the beginning,
Right.
but by the time you got to the end of it, he didn't see that. He seemed a lot different.
I don't know. I
Still
know.
thought he seemed like a buffoon.
He just seems so weird. Like he didn't have a normal reaction you would think when his wife went missing. You know? Saying how hot she was.
Yeah, it was odd. It was odd to begin with, but I've seen the other and this, so I never expected all that with her by the end of this documentary.
Oh,
Bless you.
Bless you.
excuse me.
How long ago was the movie, Kevin?
Well,
I don't remember because I
Well-
can't even think of the name of it.
well
Okay.
she was only arrested. Wait a minute. Wasn't she only arrested in 2022?
I don't know, but there's a movie out.
No, she was arrested more like 2016 or something. She had taken this for several years.
I know there was a movie prior to this documentary coming out.
Yeah.
I want to think it was on Netflix.
2016 was when she was kidnapped. And they thought she was kidnapped, and they investigated, and then they found out it was a hoax. And then she served how much time in jail?
I know
Not
she got
even a
out.
year.
I know
How
she
long?
got out.
Not even a year.
She got out in September of
20
2023 after
Yeah.
serving 2.5 months.
2023,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
And
didn't
all the
even
manpower she wasted.
She didn't
Oh,
even
yeah.
serve her 18 months.
She's got big fines. Like
Oh.
$300 and some $50,000 fines.
She should. What she did to her
I know.
children?
Before you
Poor.
got here, Sharon, I was telling them, what would she have done to those kids if that had went on?
What do you mean?
Remember what she was doing to the kids?
Yeah.
The dad
Yeah.
found that out.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. Yeah, let me see. Am I still doing that? But yeah, if you haven't seen it, tune on to that and see what you think about that. Anyway, I think we're gonna sign off for the night, but thank you guys for watching, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. God bless, prayers, and be good. Love you
Bye.
guys. Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.